Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, I want to start this report off with a quote from Henry David Thoreau. And I have to read this because I got to tell you, I don't think, as simple as the quote might be, I might not remember it. So this is the quote. Many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not fish that they are after. And you know, I read that and I thought, wow. This goes back a long time, and fishing's been a part of people's lives for, is from back when we were cavemen, I guess. And seeing this quote really struck home to me. And I want to give you another quote. And in another report, I'm going to talk about one of the people in our area that I think has done so much for fishing, so much for life in the area. But this is something else that I wanted to talk about as well. And it's really the same thing. And my buddy Mike Seymour had talked about his brother-in-law in a book that he wrote. His brother-in-law, Chris, had planned this fishing trip into the Adirondacks or something with his friend. And at the last minute, his friend copped out. Something had happened, whatever. And so Chris was left with the decision of, do I go alone or do I not go on this trip? And he went on the trip. And Mike asked his wife, he said, do you not worry about him when he's gone way away like this? So many things can happen. And she says, of course I'm concerned, but he always comes back a better person than when he left. And so, you know, as I think of these two things, these two quotes that I wanted to tell you about, because these quotes are basically the same things that can apply to all of us. Fishing means so much, but it means something different than I think what we really believe it to be. And especially when we talk in this area about fishing and the efforts that we have to use fishing to raise money and bringing people here for fishing, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that in so many ways. And, you know, I think that what Chris's wife said, that he always comes back a better person. And then I think of my own life, and I think of all the times that in the summer, and, you know, I don't do it right now, but in the summertime when I go to the Grass River, and the Grass River is usually closer, and I've really come to know it, but I go and I wade way down, and there's nobody around me. And I don't take my phone with me, because if I fall in, then my phone's ruined. So I go way down, and I always think about how my mate, my partner in life, Linda, always is you know, she knows that these things can happen to me. But she feels it's so important for me to go for the very reason of what Chris's wife had said. And Linda's said this to me so many times before. She says, I can always see a difference in you when you come back. When you come back from your 4 or 5 or 6 hours or 3 hours or whatever it is you get to spend wading down that river completely alone and trying to catch a little smallmouth bass, what happens to you? You come back refreshed. You come back with a different look in your face and your eyes. And this is what fishing is about. It's about, I think, okay, how do I describe it to all of you? What does it give me? And I got to tell you, it hasn't changed. From the time I was a young kid to now, what really hasn't changed is that fishing is the ultimate way that I can feel free. When I go fishing, I free myself from all the other binders, all the other things that are essentially weighing me down, changing the way my face looks, changing what happens in my eyes, changing whether I have a smile on my face or not. But the freedom that I get from that helps me to be, hopefully, the best person I can be. And that's, again, what I think when I've told you before that I've met the greatest people in life through fishing. Well, what have I really met? I've met them at their finest moments, when they have a smile on their face, when they're happy. And I think the best that we can be in life is the happy selves. Until next time, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.